Peace Collective. I hope all is well. So I pretty much stopped doing readings for a while, only because I needed to kind of reevaluate some things and make sure that this is something that I really wanted to invest my time in. So I think the issue was that I had been pressuring myself to put out a certain amount of content and try to relate to a certain type of people, and I think I just was overthinking. So I came to the conclusion, as long as I post just as I post, then the rest will work itself out. So I pray that this message finds whoever it's supposed to reach. So I'm going to be starting with the Ancestor Spirit Oracle deck. Okay, Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective? These are some really big cards to shuffle. Okay, so the first card out is connect with water, ocean, water spirits, hydrate. So some of y'all definitely need to be drinking more water. But for some of y'all, this is more so about connecting with your emotions, connecting with your internal tides, and the way that your emotions move and sway, and the way that things can convince you or persuade you, or the way that things stick with you. Some of y'all are letting people live rent-free in your energy and in your mind and in your thoughts and in your emotions. Some of you are holding on to things that essentially have no foundation. Somebody could have said something to you that made you question yourself, that made you question your path, that made you question. But essentially, these things hold no weight, or they shouldn't. Only if you allow them to. The second card out was remember who you are, culture, resilience, beliefs. I feel like for some of you, this could be about finding balance between your masculine and your feminine. Also, getting back in touch with your feminine or heart chakra or, your emotional side. For some of you, this is about needing to reconnect with children, siblings, family. For some of you, you guys who are adopted and you've been trying to find out or find your family. Excuse me. Let's see what else comes out. Take time out. Tune in and connect. And at the bottom you have respect your physical body. So, with us moving into divine feminine season, this is a time of receiving and not a time of, I'm not going to say not a time of giving, but this is more so a time to reap the benefits, or reap the harvest of the seeds that you've sown in the past. So right now, Spirit just wants you to kind of allow your manifestations to play out. Spirit wants you to connect more, whatever that looks like for you, whether that's praying or keeping up with your altar or being out in nature or meditating. I think Spirit wants you to allow whatever this manifestation is to go through its process. But I think in the meantime, Spirit wants you to focus on you and your spirituality, because they're definitely trying to communicate with you. But I think Spirit also wants you to know that, like I said, along with receiving, this is a time for rest. This is a time for letting things play out. Not a time to try and be in control. Okay. Messages for the collective. So you got grief. Tears are what happen when the ice in the heart melts. And inner power. Give me the courage and the power to do what must be done. So, courage has been coming up a lot lately. And even for myself, so when I looked up the etymology, aka the meaning or original definition of courage, it basically means matters of the heart and not of the mind. So collective right now is at a time where they have to, it's not about a head over heart decision. It's about what you feel wholeheartedly, and standing in that. But for some of you, there could be a loss, and you feel you have to be strong for those around you. For some of you, this is about facing things from the past. This is about facing those things in the past that I was speaking on in the beginning. The things that people have said to you that really hold no weight but have stuck with you. This is about facing the things, or having the courage to face the things that have hurt your feelings, that have wounded your ego. This is having the courage to face these things head on. And I think that's why Spirit is giving you the reminder of your strength and of your power and your courage and who you are and what you're capable of. Because you may need that during this time. You may need that spark or that motivation in order to overcome or to face these things that are causing you to feel overwhelmed. Yeah, because see, even in this grief card, the ice is this heart is capsulated in ice, and the ice is melting. So this to me speaks of directly facing and actively working to release, to forgive, to let go of the things that is causing your heart to be hard, aka causing blockages. So instead of keeping these things to yourself, letting them flow. So for some of you, this is a conversation or finally speaking your mind about something. Things that you've been holding on to but have only been hurting you. Some of you have been keeping your truth to yourself to save somebody else, and you're about to let your truth be heard. And you're going to scream it to the top of the mountains. You got signs. Instincts are the message from the inner divine. So Spirit is telling you to trust your instincts when it comes to this situation. They're letting you know that they're sending you signs. They are communicating with you through your meditations, through nature, through your thoughts, through songs and melodies. Some of you may be at a crossroads, and Spirit is giving you signs through the things around you. And freedom. I no longer want this fiery ring of resentment to block the good. Release me from its bonds. Some of you are freeing yourself from some truths, from secrets, from lies. Someone may be coming to you to to relieve their conscience. So it could go either way. Someone could be coming to you to relieve their conscience, and you could be finding out things that hurt, but ultimately free you, or vice versa. You could be freeing your conscience, getting something off of your heart, or off your chest, or off your mind. But either way, facing this, it'll release you from these chains so that you could be more grounded, more logical, less emotional. Because even in this card, there's these chains. But this bird is breaking free. I think I'm going to start with my Santa Muerte deck. And then clarify with the Modern Witch Tarot deck. Cards in here backwards. Okay, Spirit, messages for the collective. King of Swords in reverse. First card out. For some of y'all, like straight off the bat, I'm getting someone is coming to this truth, or what's being revealed to you is the fact that somebody has actually had feelings for you this whole time, and they were not being honest about the way that they felt for you. They chose to keep it to themselves, and I guess now they're at a point where they have to be courageous enough to come and express these emotions to you, because this person, they made it seem as if they didn't want a relationship, they didn't like you, they wasn't really fucking with you for real, but the whole time, they really did. And not only that, but they fucked with you the long way. But for some reason, they chose to keep that to themselves. With the King of Swords in reverse, some of them could have not known how to express it. With the Ten of Cups in reverse, it could have been an overwhelming amount of emotions to try to express. It's like I hear them like, damn, how do I tell this motherfucker I'm in love with them? How do I tell them that I want to be with them and build with them and I see a future with them? They didn't know how to tell you, so they chose not to tell you. But eventually, I don't know, maybe they tried to ignore it for so long that now it's like they have to get it off their chest. See, you got the Ten of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, and the King of Swords, and the Judgment card. So that's exactly what I'm saying. The overall energy is the Two of Pentacles. This person feels like low-key and high-key as fuck y'all complete each other. Like, this person legit sees a whole future with you. And it's like they can say things, or they may even say certain things to hint at this, or they may be good logically. Like, y'all may have different love languages, because this is more logical and this is more emotional. But with this moon in reverse, this person, I felt like did some reflecting. But I feel like it took for them to go. They had to go through phases, basically. And I feel like they had to do some internal reflecting and really take a hard look at themselves in the mirror and face their reality. That's this inner power here. This person was probably in denial about how they felt towards you. But now they're at a point where they're trying to muster up the courage to come forth and not only live in that truth, but communicate that truth to you. And not only communicate that truth to you, but in a way that you understand. So that there is no miscommunication. This person may even have convinced themselves that a love like this or a connection like this doesn't or didn't exist. Because they may be shocked by this, well, you may be shocked by this outpour of feelings because of the show that they've put on the surface. But they may be shocked by actually being on the receiving end of the love, of this type of love. This person could have also told you that they weren't ready to be in a relationship because they wanted to basically have all their ducks in a row before they tried to pursue you. Like, they didn't want to build with you. They wanted to come already built and offer you like a solid foundation. So this could ultimately be why they chose or made the decision not to communicate this. Basically trying to buy time or trying to stall. But maybe that now they're at a point where they feel like they've taken too long or are taking too long. Let's see. Let's clarify this overall energy first. Why is the Two of Pentacles here? The Wheel of Fortune. feel like this person knows that, like, you'll move on with no hesitation. This person doesn't want to be left behind. This person doesn't want you to move on without them, or move on to, like, you know, find somebody else. Yeah, the Queen of Pentacles. If this person has already fucked up, they want you to either come back to them, or this is them wanting another chance, or like I said, this is just someone who is recognizing your worth now, recognize how much you give, recognizing your selflessness, recognizing your healing and giving and capacity to grow, and they don't want to miss out on this opportunity. They may even want to get you pregnant. Let's see, what should I clarify next? This Ten of Cups keep jumping out at me, so I'm gonna see why this Ten of Cups is here. Why is the Ten of Cups in reverse? The Ten of Wands. The King of Cups. So, this person could still have had, or still have, some attachment to the past. They didn't want to start something new without letting go of old energy completely. So maybe they were still in a relationship. Maybe they were, maybe they still have feelings for somebody. Maybe they were still holding on to the idea of being with somebody. This could also be just emotional baggage. So maybe they didn't want to start something new while carrying all of this emotional baggage. Maybe they still had some healing to do, or some releasing, some letting go to do. Why is the Eight of Pentacles in reverse? Two of Swords. For some of you, they could have actually told you the truth, especially with this Two of Swords, but maybe it just wasn't the truth you wanted to hear. I feel like this person may have actually been like very honest and straightforward with you, and told you like they wasn't ready. They didn't really know what they wanted at the time. Maybe they were talking to other people, and maybe because of that you cut them off, you blocked them, you stopped talking to them. Maybe you felt like, you weren't ready to compete, or didn't want to compete, or shouldn't have to compete, or you didn't want to wait around for them to realize, or decide who it is that they really wanted. I feel like this person may have told you, like, they were still sleeping around, they were still messing with other people, that, basically they were aware of their low vibrational ways, and basically just was not ready to be in a relationship yet. It's like they could see a relationship with you, they could see a future with you, but they were not ready at the time. And I feel like they were not ready for multiple reasons, not only because of finances, for some of y'all, but because they were still holding on to things from the past. For some of you, they were still sleeping around. They just were not ready. They just were not ready. Why is this King of Swords in reverse? Too many cards. There's probably all of the things they were keeping from you, low key. All the things they were not saying. What's the King of Swords in reverse? I feel like this person knew that they couldn't lie to you. Like, you may be a very intuitive person, and they could have some awareness of your intuition or a level of their own. But I feel like for some of you, they feel like you could see right through their bullshit. It could have even been hard for them to communicate this truth to you. But it was a necessary truth. Because I feel like eventually, like, they basically told you, like, they wasn't really trying to pursue this or trying to move it forward. They wasn't really trying to commit to anything or be serious with anybody. And it, like I said, with the Tower in reverse, especially with the King of Swords in reverse, it was not what you wanted to hear. But this person felt that if they at least be honest, then, maybe they could have another chance, or they could come back in right timing and do things the right way. So it's not like this person didn't recognize you or didn't recognize who you were or what you offered them. It's just that they were not ready on their end. So it wasn't you, it was them. So why is the Judgment in reverse? Ace of Wands. Emperor in reverse. So they could have told you, like, at that time, they could have been like, they could have wanted friends with benefits, basically. Or they could have chosen sex over actually building with somebody. So they could have chosen lust. I mean, obviously, if they wasn't ready, then that's probably what they chose, especially with this Devil in reverse. Because what the Emperor tells me that they have the potential. So maybe this person needed to see things clearly within themselves. Maybe they still, like I said, had growing and healing to do. Things to learn about themselves, because ultimately this is the decision that they made. So I guess when they come back around to tell you like, oh, they want to build and they want to whatever, it's going to be up to you on whether you can start over with a clean slate with this person. If you can forgive this person, if you want to forgive this person. Essentially. Let's see why this Ten of Pentacles and the Moon is here, because if they not come back around to do things right this time, then what are they coming back around for? What are we doing? So why is the Ten of Pentacles here? Yes, but okay, so now they're ready. Now they're ready, but they don't have the courage. They could have felt like maybe they played too many games, or they told you no too many times, or they took too long to give you this offer, but now they are ready and they want to build, and they're taking their time to come to you and express this to you because they're lacking the courage. They could be like, this could be out of their comfort zone, because they could have like not felt this way about somebody in a long time. And to now have to express this to somebody. But I feel like this person is getting signs from spirit or signs from the universe that you are for them and they for you. And so now they're trying to muster up the courage to come to you and tell you, like, you know, in all actuality, I do want to be with you. I do want to build with you. I do like you. I do see a future with you. I just wasn't ready at that time, or, you know, whatever their reason was or is. So this person is nervous as hell. This person is letting their nerves get the best of them, really. Why is the Moon here? So I think when it comes time for you to make this decision on whether you want to forgive this person or not, you should take your time. And make sure it's in alignment with your highest self. Make sure you guys are on the same path, wanting the same things. And make sure that this is where spirit is leading you. Make sure that this decision is true to who you are. Why is the Moon in reverse? This person may come back around in the King of Swords energy upright. Like very honest, very blunt, very straightforward. Because I feel like this person knows that if they don't, then there is no chance. I feel like this person is going to tell you, like, very honest with you about why they chose, why they made the decisions they did, why they said the things that they said, why they moved the way that they moved. I feel like the things that they tell you may even give you a new perspective, but they may also voice the things that they've learned over this period of time and how they've gained a new perspective. I want to see, why is this Hangman in reverse? Yeah, they had to get out of their head. I feel like they was overthinking this. Like, I feel like, I get this feeling like maybe they felt like you wasn't going to like them, or you weren't going to accept them if they didn't come to you, like, already in the King of Pentacles energy. So I feel like they overthought the whole process. I feel like they prolonged it way longer than it needed to be. And I feel like within that, because now here you go with the Ten of Pentacles twice. And the Magician. So But on top of that, you got the Queen of Cups in reverse. You got the King and the Queen of Cups in reverse. But I feel like they're in reverse for different reasons. I feel like the Queen may be in reverse because of the whole process in its entirety. And the King is in reverse because of, one of the many reasons that I gave earlier. But I feel like essentially this person needed to come out of their head. They needed to make a decision. They needed to get their mental health together. Okay, Spirit, any last closing words for the collective? So, Spirit is telling you to forgive this person. You got the Ten of Wands in reverse with the Nine of Wands in reverse. And then you got the Queen of Swords. So, I feel like Spirit wants you to actually, listen with open ears and an open mind and an open heart when they come back around. Even if you choose to forgive them and still move on, still wholeheartedly forgiving them. So either way, forgive them and let this go. Because whatever this is, you're holding on to these swords, or whatever it is I picked up in the beginning, is causing blockages. So you can choose to forgive them and give them another chance, but it needs to be with a clean slate. Or you need to forgive them and move on. All right, collective. I hope that resonates. I hope that helps somebody out there. Peace until the next time.